A very good morning, students. Hopefully, all of you are well and are in good shape. Now, in statistics, students, earlier we did have a discussion upon various definition of economics given by four eminent economists. As a part of economics and its relationship, now we move ahead to statistics, which is an integral part of studying economics at a higher level. Now, to understand what statistics is, students, I'm going to quote an example first up, look into it, and then try to go deeper into the study of the same. But first, understand this and analyze the nature of this example. Now, just for example, students, every school has its top level people who represent the school referred as school management, which comprises of naturally the principal, the chairperson, the manager. As such, these are the people who are the head of the organization, the people who are required to take major decisions about the organization. Now, naturally, one of the prime areas of concern for any organization, educational organization, is the result of 12th class, because that is where the schools and the people who are representing it, be it students or teachers, are judged upon by the community to some extent, isn't it? It's not the be all and the end all, but to some extent. So, the school management definitely would like to know how the schools have fared and the children have done what the children have done in the current board year exams. Naturally, I'm not talking about this year because it's a far cry before it gets completed. Now, let's talk about an example as such, which is a makeshift example. A principal asks the coordinator of the senior secondary school to come up with a result of the 12th class. It is already declared, and a proper presentation of it, the basis of which some decision making can be done. Clear? So the coordinator asks the class teacher to find out the results of their respective sections. Class teachers of science, commerce, and humanities. This school has all the three branches. In commerce, there are 80 students. In science, 70. In humanities, 50. So, three teachers. In total, 200 is the strength of the 12th class students appearing for the board exam. The class teachers definitely can collect the information directly from CBSE site of their respective students, how they have fared in the examination. Naturally, the commerce teacher, I'll quote only the commerce teacher, the class teacher of commerce section. He or she will collect the information about each child from various subjects, accounts, economics, business studies, English, and the other optional subject as it comes. And thereafter, the things will fall in place further. So, what the teacher does, let's say, for example, she collects for accounts as such as the marks. And once the marks are collected, which is available in the site, what she does, she presents the marks in a tabular form or in an organized form so that it makes it for better understanding, and marks of accounts are classified or differentiated from the marks of the other subjects. Naturally, we have to study each subject and then collectively the performance of the commerce section. So, marks of accounts from 0 to 20, there are 5 students, 20 to 40, 12 students are there who scored between 20 to 40. There are excellent students, 10 in number, who have got between 80 and 100. Am I clear? And that's how 80 students of the commerce section are being divided, how they have scored in accountancy. Now, the same thing can be done in other subjects also. Now, what the class teachers do, as asked by the coordinator, they present the marks of each subject in a presentable manner. Now, naturally, once you present the things in a manner which is much more appealing and makes it for easy understanding, it adds icing to the cake. So, what the class teachers do, for every subject, they have prepared a very nice graph as such. Just see, 0 to 20, there are around what? 5 students, so I'll take around 5 marks here as such, right? 5 students as such representing it. 20 to 40, there are 12 in number. So I just make it this one as 5 if I have to. 12. 40 to 60, there are 23. 60 to 80, there are 30 students, and 80 to 100, there are 10 students, all presented nicely in a graphical format. I hope all of you are understanding it, where we are coming from. So let's revise it quickly. What the school management was interested in getting the result of 12th, coordinator was asked, the class teachers collected the result of all the 200 students divided into 3 streams of their respective children from CBSE site, and then for each subject, the commerce teacher will have a marked description classified for accountancy separately, for business studies separately, economics separately. The same, what she is doing to make it even better presentable, she is doing it in the graphical form. Now, once that is done, students, we move into the next part of our study. The next part of the study is to find out how, in general, the class has fared. How one student has performed, that is not what a school management will be interested in. Naturally, there will be some shining stars, but I am talking about in general how the class has performed. So, in order to find out how the class has performed for accountancy as well as for the commerce stream, what we'll do, we'll take the total marks and divide it with total number of students to get an answer. Let's say an imaginary answer 69 as such as quoted here. So what is 69? 69 is the average marks scored by students in accountancy, and we can generalize this is also the marks scored by the students in the commerce stream. So the commerce stream students have scored 69% on an average. It doesn't mean that every child has scored 69%. There might be lesser one also, there might be greater one also, as you can find here. But 69% is one number which can represent the entire class. I hope it's quite clear. And thereafter, a meeting will be called by the school management to discuss how the students have fared in this exam. Did they do better in comparison to last year, or the performance was weaker? And then the steps will be taken about future, how we can improve upon in the next year examination. So once such discussions are done with, we will get the end result of what has happened in this process. Now, if you look into students, there are 5 major steps involved here. First step, the teachers collecting the information from CBSE site, right, which involves collection of the data. Second step, to make it arranged properly, they have done organization of data. Third, to make it prepare better to the authorities, they have made it presentable through an exercise called as presentation. Once that is done, deeper understanding is required. What is the net result in terms of a single figure? That is analysis. And once analysis is done, the meeting takes place between the people around to find out what we gained in this year, whether we did better or not in terms of interpretation. Now, all these 5 steps together make up what you call it as the process of statistics. Statistics in singular sense is made up of these 5 steps. Let's recall. Number 1, collection of data. Number 2, organization. Number 3, presentation. Number 4, analysis. And number 5, the interpretation by the top-notch people. I hope it's quite clear, students. So this is what the definition of statistics is, the meaning of statistics rather, in singular sense. Remember it. Plural, we have to study a little bit later. For the time being, this much. I hope all of you have understood it. Thank you.